some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
That's another Charlotte.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. The 49ers get enough for the 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Toss to the outside. Drills him with the stiff arm. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the 49ers will hustle to the line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Charlotte.
The 49ers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
I love it. Forget all the cute stuff. It's 1st and goal. I'm trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Looks like the defense will play quarters coverage here. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that supplement.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Looking for room. It's Jordan. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Charlotte 7, Kansas City 0.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I'll tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. They're trying to get to it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Hits him with a stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Niners! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this depth.
He tries to take the top off. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Jordan. He'll take another shot here. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming.
Lost one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Charlotte 14.
And the 49ers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Set to kick this one.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Yeah, and man, if you talk about being down in the half, what's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to
He's brought
the
down.
line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kansas State will have to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what... He's running free down the middle. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Charlotte. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Fires left. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He turns it loose to the left. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Charlotte 21, Kansas State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give and tick, 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 tick.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Takes the handoff. It's Gordon. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The 49ers will go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
That's caught. It's Jordan. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. He makes the connection. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Ross.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
He wants to pass it on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Kansas State.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. On first down, the quarterback sneak. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David